too.
Oh, oh.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Hit 'em in the break room. What you doing? What you doing? Hey, what we doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room.
Now, wait a minute now.
No, hold on, Shotty. Wait, no.
I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm looking at the
She
screen
got
like,
a countdown on that. Hold on now.
right.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Right.
as long as you were you doing that, Shotty, on Bink?
I
Bink
started the
that
countdown.
countdown.
We started our
This
countdown at
part-
19. Are you kidding me? That's part of the ritual.
Oh Lord, have mercy. I'm like, because when I came in, I was sitting there looking at the screen. I'm like, something don't look right about the screen.
Because me and Corey was talking.
Yeah, they was talking.
I
so
thought
I'm
it was
thinking,
weird. I didn't see any comments. I was like,
yeah, I'm like, ain't nobody on. Wait a minute. We usually have viewers or something. And none of that was going on. Hey, Sherry.
But
What's up, Sherry?
Why you
What's
tripping?
up, babe?
I thought we was live for a minute because we got to talking, and I just went into podcast mode. Shawnee came on like, "Hey, Shawnee, what's going down?" You know, so
Yeah, I'm like, I knew something wasn't right, and I was just like, okay, I see.
What's up, T?
Somebody in the waiting room. I see Faz down there in the waiting room, and I'm like, what's going on?
What's up, Faz? Big man Faz.
Ain't that Faz down there? Or is it his son? No, that's his son. That's baby Faz. Yeah, that's baby
That's big
Faz.
little baby Faz. He ain't no little boy no more. That boy got a beard.
He grown Faz. He grown Faz now.
We're going to talk to them with our special guest, NFL player Cole Beasley. A lot of stuff to ask him about juggling, playing in the NFL, trying to be an artist. That's a slippery line. That's a slippery line to walk. And we'll go into that with him. But I want to talk about something that I seen today, and it kind of ties into what we talked about yesterday. We were talking about the bill that Action Cousin Governor Abbott is about to sign or has signed already about carrying firearms with no permit. Just got to be 18. You don't need any paperwork. Anybody can buy a gun. And as we see what happened in San Jose today, yet another mass shooting, 8 people killed. Somewhere in San Jose, the dude that did it was 57 years old. He set his house on fire. Then he went to go shoot a bunch of people. I guess it was at the job. And then he killed himself.
Oh, wow.
And that's whoa, Moochie on here. Oh my God. What's up, Moochie?
Who is Moochie?
Love you. Moochie.
Chelsea?
Yes, indeed.
What's up, Moochie?
Moochie, didn't you go to Carter?
Moochie,
you went to Carter, didn't you? I think she went to Carter.
Oh, you went to Carter? I went to Carter. What year you come out?
I think she went to Carter. She was in West Dallas, though. She going to check in a minute. She'll say where she went to school at. We went to college together. But yeah, so, talking about gun control and all that stuff, action, this wasn't even in Texas, man. But, every 3-4 days, we see all these mass shootings. I think it was like about 70-something mass shootings in this year, in 2020. 2021 so far 2021 like what the hell, man?
Well, we know a reason why it wasn't a lot of mass shootings last year because everybody was at home. So it was like nobody was really working because of the pandemic, so most of the people were at home. So now that people are starting to get back into a regular routine and going back to work and doing all this other stuff, I feel like it's going to tick up again. But I just want to and please, out there on comment land, don't give me no smoke because I was just watching the news, checking out the coverage today because I wanted to find out what was happening. And when they were talking to the local police here about what was going on, they're concerned now about this new gun law in Texas for the simple fact that now that more people are going to have access to guns, they're going to be carrying guns, they're going to be carrying guns openly. When something like this happens, like a mass shooting or people start shooting, like say, for example, we were in the mall or at a park, then all of a sudden everybody's going to break out their guns. and then the police are not going to know who is the wrong person, who's the criminal. This is the police's concern now. They don't like the law. The police don't like this new law that is out now because, again, it puts them at more of a threat because now they got a city full of guns, and if something pops off, everybody pulling out a gun, and they don't know who the threat is. So they can shoot some innocent person.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go nowhere. Abe, I went 90 to 94. I'm the proud class of 94.
Okay.
What's up, Chelsea?
She went to Lincoln. Tiger.
Moochie, you went to Lincoln? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's South Dino.
Well, it's apparently this is catching across the country because I got a text in our group chat for the morning show from Jay Black in Pennsylvania. Lawmakers are pushing forward legislation which would allow residents to carry concealed firearms without a license. So
yeah. See, that was another thing that came out this morning too. We are one of actually 22 states.
Yes,
that have this law.
We're gonna have a purge.
Yep.
She said we're gonna have a purge.
No, I feel you on that. Coey, I feel you on that. I think this is set up for everybody to start shooting each other. No, she real.
Yeah.
That's real. It's set up for oh my God, I was threatened. Stand your ground. He came up to my car. I didn't know what to do. So I had a gun that I never thought I would use, and I shot him. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right then. It's gonna be a whole bunch of that. Man,
imagine for women, we get a lot of unwanted attention. So imagine somebody walking up to you with a gun and saying, "Give me your number." Like,
and they'll give them a number.
I mean, I am, but I'm just saying,
give them a number.
Shawnee had a shotgun pulled on her. Shawnee had a shotgun pulled on her. She ain't scared of nothing.
Look,
214. 214-444-6789.
Shotgun Shawnee.
Well, Shawnee has been in a situation where she had a gun, and I'm not laughing. She had a gun to her face. She's like, "Here, take this purse. Now. Take this purse. You good? You hungry?"
Yeah, just they want a number. Just give them a number. Shoot.
Hold on. I got the list right here. Here are the states with the most permissive open carry laws. Alabama. Are you surprised?
Nope.
Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Delaware, Idaho, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana. Are you surprised?
No.
Maine, Michigan, Missouri. Are you surprised? Mississippi. Are you surprised? Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Mexico, North Carolina, my state of Ohio. I didn't know that. I am surprised there. Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, North Dakota, Vermont, Virginia, Washington State, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So
that's crazy. And see, it bugs me to no end when you hear people on the right talking about, man, they're going to take away our guns. They're trying to take away our guns. And if you realize the truth of it instead of the lie of it, it's impossible. You cannot ever, and your mama said never say never. I'm telling you, never take away the guns in the United States because the simple fact it is in the Constitution, your Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. And it takes 2/3 of the Senate to ratify the Constitution. You think at any point in time, even in this day and age, 2/3 of the Senate or 2/3 of the House are going to agree? No.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta interject, man. I'm sorry. 2/3 of the Senate during the Trump administration jacked up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but that was because they had the majority. But 2/3 of the House and 2/3 of the Senate and part of the states have to ratify the Constitution in order to change it. And all Democrats don't want to get rid of guns. All Republicans definitely don't want to get rid of guns. You will never get 2/3 of the House and the Senate to ratify the Constitution to say, take out that phrase, we are not allowed to bear arms. It will never happen.
But we just had the biggest trial in America with them talking about the insurrection, and ain't nobody got convicted or nothing. People got arrested, but that went through the Senate and it's over. And it was like the insurrection never happened.
No,
so how do you explain that?
They still arresting people and charging them. They just haven't gone to trial yet. And they're voting right now. They're trying to vote right now whether they want to do the investigation. So again, they can't agree upon anything. Well, and again, you need 2/3. Imagine being 2/3 of all Congress. You cannot do that. All of them will not agree to that amendment. They will never agree to that amendment. Never. Their constituents will look all them states you just read off.
Yeah.
You think those people are going to allow their congressmen to vote to take away the Second Amendment?
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Well, never. I see our guest in the waiting room.
Yes.
He's popped in, but he doesn't have his face on yet. So before we do that, if you're just tuning in, you are locked into Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. On the left of me is DJ Big Bink. You got Coley at the bottom, Action Jackson, and me, Shawnee Scott. You can follow us all on Instagram. And we got to shout out real quick to one of our sponsors before we bring our guest up and talk to him about all the wonderful things going on in his life.
Hi, I'm Shawnee Scott, and May is National Menstrual Month, and millions of women and girls are kept from reaching their full potential due to poor menstrual hygiene because of lack of education. Protect the most precious jewel in the world to you. Visit getpadstoday.com and experience Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain pads are infused with the Nobel Prize winning material graphene. This infused graphene strip provides various health benefits that potentially help relieve painful abdominal cramps, balance the body's pH, and the graphene moves heat away from your core and helps keep you dry. Get yours today at getpadstoday.com and begin experiencing a less painful and drier cycle. Finally, your feminine flow has met its match with Rain Sanitary Napkins. Protect your most precious jewel today and visit getpadstoday.com.
All right, there we go. And to round out your last comment action, Abe says, Black folks need to go buy guns left and right. I always carry when I'm off work, church, mall, travel within the U.S., and even when I mow my yard. Wow, get y'all a gun. It's like American Express Platinum. Don't leave home without it. Woo,
hey, Abe, I'm like you. Abe, I'm like you, dog. I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm like you, Abe. I don't go nowhere. Nowhere. I guarantee you, 90% of the time you see me, my gun is either on me or it's close enough where I can get it.
Oh, wow.
Like I say, when they sign this bill and everybody will be all on the news, people can get guns. I'm confused real quick. We got to talk about this real quick because somebody put the comment. I think Abe said it. Abe, okay, so if I'm correct, you still need to be 21 to buy a gun, a handgun, because that's federal. So how you gonna get the gun if you're 18 and you can carry it? So if the 21-year-old buy the gun for the 18-year-old, the 18-year-old can carry the gun? Is that what it's saying? Is that the new law?
I don't know.
I'm about to use my Google machine to find out if that's true.
Because on the thing it said 18. I saw it. I took a picture of it.
If it says 18, then that means they could buy a handgun at 18. I know they could buy like a shotgun or something, a rifle. Yeah, exactly, Corey. Like a rifle.
Like that's still dumb. Like,
yeah,
I didn't understand that, but
I bring your camera down because you just look like a talking head.
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah,
adults be allowed to carry.
Max Headroom.
Yeah, you just look like a talking head. Show your shoulders off. Let them see your shoulders.
Got the
what
hair,
you got going on.
Got the hair down.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I took the wig off.
Yeah, got the natural flow going. All right, I see Faz there and our guest, Mr. Beasley. I see his box there, but I don't see him. So that's why I haven't said it's coming up. So if y'all ready. What time did you tell him, Bink?
8:25.
Okay, it's 8:25.
We ain't gonna talk about Kim Kardashian failing
18.
the bar
18. I
test?
just Googled it, Big. It's 18.
So you can
Kim
buy it.
Kardashian did what?
She
I'm sorry.
failed
Go
the
ahead.
bar.
Failed the baby bar exam.
Yeah, you know, she's trying to be a lawyer. She helped getting people out of jail, shot her out for that. And she's going through a terrible divorce with her and Kanye, but she failed the bar exam, and people are upset. People are crying. People are hitting her on social media, telling her it's gonna be okay. She could have been a lawyer, dog.
She can take it again,
right?
She can still be a lawyer. Prominent lawyers right now that are practicing that failed the bar 2 and 3 times before they got it.
Yeah, well,
failing the bar is not uncommon.
Well, let's pray for Kim Kardashian because she helped get that woman out of jail. She helped get some black people out of jail. She was rocking with Trump. You know, she was trying to do something for the black people. So shout her out.
She was trying to do. She do a lot for black people, for black men. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's done a lot.
Yeah,
she's done a whole bunch. So
no, I mean, I think she's matured into a really good person. Mm-hmm. I mean, because I mean, if you discount all the personal stuff and like you said, Bink, she did try to push the criminal justice reform and try to help people get out. She is going through this whole thing of being a lawyer, and that says something.
But why is that shocking? Her dad was an attorney, so that doesn't shock me. I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the people. Why is it shocking that she would want to have a career in law? That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I think the shocking thing to most people is that the fact that look at her and her life.
It's a whole bunch of lawyers that are like that. We just don't know. It's not publicized. She did something when she was younger that was put on Front Street that everybody saw. Now, if we go through and look at all the lawyers, I bet you I can find a whole bunch
of presidents.
Mm-hmm.
No. But the point I'm trying to make is that
it's gonna be some carpet.
If you think about your own life, and I'll even use myself as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I was a multi-millionaire still making millions, and I was married to a millionaire and got money too, because Ye paying that support.
Mm-hmm.
Would I really honestly think at this point, hey, I want to go to law school
if
now?
That's her dream. Just because she's a millionaire, money doesn't stop you from having dreams.
I'm not saying it does, but I'm saying, like, me being realistic. I'm like thinking, why you go to law school and to become a lawyer, and let's be honest, to make money.
She could be passionate about it. No, it could not necessarily. It could be
you
something.
You go to law school to make money. You go to law school to try to make money.
She don't need the money. She doesn't need the money.
That's my point.
And that's my point. Apparently, it's a passion for her, and it's something that she really wants to do. If I had all the money in the world that I need, I would go back to school right now because there's some things that I want to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you wouldn't. I wouldn't say I would, but I'm just like thinking to myself, like, that says a lot about her. Because the simple fact that you are a multi-millionaire and you still going back to law school. I don't know if I would do something like that. Like I said, I don't know. Because if I'm making that kind of money, you making that kind of money, you thinking about going to, as hard as law school is.
But money is not all fulfilling. It's like J. Cole going to play in the African League because he wanted to play basketball. It don't matter that he made it as a rapper. That's his dream. So because I'm rich, I got to stop doing working towards my dreams.
I'm not disputing none of that. All I'm saying is that if it was me, if you're on Planet Action, I don't know if the ruler is gonna go back to law school.
Well, this is a great segue into our guests. You have people who have multiple jobs, who are good at doing a lot of things. You have people who are great at doing one thing and then they try to do another thing, or they try to do one thing while they're great at another thing. So on the show today, we got a couple of people. My big bro, Big Fast, from Cole Nation Records, and we got the owner of Cole Nation Records, Cole Beasley, NFL player for the Buffalo Bills, who came about, I don't know, 2 or 3 games from going to the Super Bowl this year. They went to the playoffs for the first time in a long time. So we want to bring them up on the show and talk to them about exactly what we're talking about. So let's bring them up.
Let's clap
Big
it up.
Fast, Cole Beasley in the building. Family.
Early mornings, I ain't slept long. Big headed, so I'm headstrong. Had to be just to be headed to where I was going, like my head gone. He said I'm crazy.
We
Oh,
stringing on
I'm
them boys.
representing. Look, I got my 80 steams on.
Good.
We stringing on them boys.
Yeah, didn't I give y'all shirts? Didn't I give y'all shirts? Bink, don't you have a shirt?
Not like that. You want me?
You don't have a white one?
That's the girl shirt. I don't
No,
have a girl
not.
shirt.
That's
I just got off work.
I'm not wearing no crop top.
Faz. Hey Cole, how y'all doing tonight?
Hey.
Faz,
How are
my
you?
man, what's up?
Faz got the red light special going
I
on
know.
over there.
I'm always in the vibe, you know.
Always.
Never stop moving.
I'm like, wow. Look
That's
how you
what that is.
shooting a video in his house right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready
Got the
for
camera
I'm ready for
rolling.
some chicks to come rolling out the back dancing or something.
He probably just got done.
I was shooting Drew Pearson show today. It wasn't this type of light though. So
Mhm.
we was winding down. Now man, been on the move all day, and now we're on the big Bink break room for to put it in. My boy Big Bink,
We about to go in on these boys.
Bills and Action Jackson, Johnny Scott, and Coy. I don't know if I know you.
That's Coy.
Yeah,
Coy.
Coy.
Coy, okay.
Yeah, she's the newest addition to Media Room 360 and Big Bink's Break Room podcast.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
You guys
What's
are
up?
making history, and obviously this is personal for us because you are a friend of the Break Room. Fast, been knowing you for years. A lot of key moments in my career are because of you. You know what I'm saying? And you was pushing entrepreneur, back probably before I met you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And just to see what you and Cole Beasley have put together with the whole Cole Nation Records piece. Just speak on that for a minute, both of you, please.
I'll let
Man.
you.
Yeah, go ahead, Cole.
No, I said I'll let you start it.
Oh, okay. Well, man, it's just I guess it's just about perseverance and grinding and just timing. Just me and Cole just really just met at the right time, and he came to the studio. We were doing a Carter High soundtrack. Had a lot of Cowboy players coming through. And
Shotty went to Carter, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, you did. You know that. We talked about that several times. Yes.
My
Class of 94. The great class of 94. David W. Carter, 1819 West Wheatland Road, Dallas, Texas, 75233.
Oh, here we
Yes.
go. Here we go. Send your donations. Send your donations.
Yes.
Send your donations.
yeah. So,
Majorette. Yes. Okay.
So man, B's Jeremy Missy gave me his number, or gave him my number. He called, came through. Man, we vibed out. Man, he let me hear some music out of his phone, and I was like just really blown away with what I heard. And then really from that first night, man, I played some tracks, gave him a track, and he went and wrote to it, came back, we cut the first record, and once we cut the first record, man, we already knew the magic was happening right away from the beginning. So, 4 years later, here we are, still making moves and still grinding. And, we dropped our first project and, definitely made history for the both of us. The song went viral and we charted on 4 different charts on Billboard, as high as number 4 on some of them. And, it was just a great time. And, we hit it. And now we're at a different place. We got some more music coming out. Just released Sometimes I'm in My Feelings. It's doing well. We just did an interview for Canada Monday, and we're in full rotation out in Canada right now. So things are looking really, really, really good. Stuff like that.
I was just going over there to try to steal some stuff from class. Really. I was going to try to learn. That was it. I get into Pro Tools, so I was like, hey, just let me come sit and watch you work a little bit, see how you mix a little bit. I was just trying to figure out how to make my stuff sound good. At the time, it was just a hobby. Went over there, did a verse, and then he was like, hey, like, you really could do this. And I was like, well, shit, let's do it then.
Let's go.
That's really how it happened.
Yeah, it's just like that.
So I guess for people who follow you, and again, we were talking about this earlier when we found out you were going to be on the show among ourselves before we came on the air. Like being you one of the key players for the Buffalo Bills, and you were one of the key players when you played for the Cowboys. And people know you for what you do on the football field. And so you kind of going against the grain to some, not all, especially not yourself, because you know how you get out.
Right.
But becoming an artist and putting together music. And a lot of people will say, well, he already famous. He got the money to do whatever he need to do. You know what I'm saying? Or he got the hookups because he played for the Cowboys or the Bills or whatever. That work ethic, being an entertainer, is just as hard or harder than being a football player. I'm just speaking in general because I've never been either. My question to you is, how do you walk that line to be great at both? I know there are challenges, man. What are some of those challenges?
I was about to say, me being a football player both helps and hurts me a little bit, just because it helps where my name is kind of already out there. So even though it's not a buzz for music, I kind of have a name from something else. So I'm not like hugely famous or can't walk out in the streets, but people know my name a little bit. But at the same time, because of that,
you know it's funny to me a little bit. Come on, you can't walk in Dallas like that.
well, yeah, Dallas is a little harder to walk around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I blend in though because I'm small and I kind of fit in with the general population. So, but at the same time, there are those stigmas and you know, with being an athlete who raps, and I feel like because of that, a lot of people won't or will kind of dismiss it or won't give me the time of day or listen. But I don't think that's something that can't be changed. I just think I've always talked to this about Faz. I was like, once the music will overcome anything if it's good enough.
True.
So
Facts.
I always tell him, I just got to stay grinding and put the music first. And eventually, I mean, I'm a big believer because I've lived it. If you do something enough, you're going to get good at it. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
I haven't really had the time other people have had, but I feel like with the time that I have had, that's way less than everybody. I feel like I've done more with it. In my opinion, but only because I've heard what I'm about to put out, not what I've previously put out. I feel like I've grown so much, and I mean, it's been a long time since my first album came out. It's been a long, long time. But it's been that way for a reason, because I needed that time to work on myself and get myself to where I'm more confident in what I'm doing. And you can ask Faz, I get better every day.
Oh, yeah.
So, who are some of your hip hop influences?
You know what? Someone asked me this the other day, and I never want to tell people because it's cliche. You know what I mean? It's what who everybody expects it to be. You know what I mean? But
well, I don't know.
When
you were younger, when you decided, did you decide you want to play football first, or was it that you wanted to be an artist and then football just came first?
You got to understand how I grew up. So football definitely came first. My dad was a head football coach. I grew up in Texas. We go hunting. We're in the country. I grew up around rednecks. So I didn't even to be honest, my parents had no idea I was doing music until I dropped my first album.
Wow.
Ooh, I'm sure that shocked them.
And no idea. Well, I mean, they knew I kind of played around with it, but they didn't know I was going to do that. You know what I mean? So I always thought it wasn't a possibility for me when I was in school. I did it for fun, you know what I mean? But I never thought about it as a career until I met Faz, to be honest. I just did it because I love to do it. And I did it for a long time before I met Faz. I was just doing it because, I don't know, I got addicted to it. And I would sit in the studio for hours and it would seem like 30 minutes. And it started to be like an outlet for me. Like if I make a few songs the week I got a game, I'm going to play better that week.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Nice.
So you must be making a lot of songs, huh?
I'm just I made more songs during last season than I've ever made in my career. It's like by a long shot.
Well,
But
my question. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, if you were still going, I don't want to cut you off.
I was just like the boost I get from making like a song that I'm proud of, like gives me, I don't know, kind of an adrenaline a little bit, and then I carry that over and I take that to work with me to football.
Nice. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, so I was listening to your song sometimes, and I really, really liked it. Like, it seemed like you put a lot of emotions into it. Like, it had like a story behind every word that you said. So, like, what made you actually get down and write that song? Like, I like it a lot. I'm just gonna say that I really, really like that song.
I took myself back to a point. It was actually 2017. It was the year after I had my best year at the time. And then 2016 was my best year in the league. And then 17, I had my worst year in the league. So I don't know, the emotions and the mental aspect of football, people don't really understand. Like, that's the hardest part. It's harder than the physical aspect for me, in my opinion. Just dealing with kind of the highs and lows of the game. And at that time, I was more kind of concerned about what people outside of my circle thought or outside of who was important to me thought. So I wanted to be known for being the best slot in the league, for instance. Like, that was kind of like, because I felt like I was that, but I wasn't getting that opportunity. So then when I basically fell on my face after my best year, I kind of got down and started blaming everybody but myself. And because I was doing that, it made me kind of, I don't know, eventually I got to the point where it was definitely me as well. I stopped blaming everybody else and looked at myself. But it took me dropping to a really low moment to kind of figure those things out. And it took some people helping me out along the way. So that's kind of like what I went back to write that song and get in that zone. So I don't know. I just wanted to talk about, and I didn't want to talk about football at all in the song. I just wanted people to be able to relate to it. And I just wanted to talk about the ebbs and flows and the ups and downs of life, And that was kind of like what the song was. One day I feel like I want to take over the world. One day I feel like the world's falling on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, so check this out. I'm gonna give you a tough one. You don't really have to answer it if you don't want to. I'll even let you smile, chuckle it off, and then I'll let somebody else get in. But I'm gonna ask you a tough one.
All right.
What would give you that sunshine in the inside more? A Super Bowl ring or a platinum record?
At this point in my life, a Super Bowl for sure, just because I've invested so much into it. And
yeah, I can see that.
The work and the hours that I put into that are far more than the work and the hours that I put into rap thus far, just because that's what's paying the bills. That's what's taking care of my babies. So until I get this music thing going, I'm going to invest more time into that. You know what I mean? Because it's my responsibility. I'm responsible for a lot more heads than myself. So, when it's like that, it comes down to what you got now and what you can do now. And, that's what it is. But
and y'all got a chance this year.
Yeah, and last year I thought we were winning it all. I really did. And I feel the same way about this season. So I hope.
And let's talk about that, because the Buffalo Bills y'all pretty much revamped the team. Y'all brought yourself and Stephon Diggs, and who's the quarterback again?
Josh Allen, man.
I'm tripping. So
you better learn his name.
Yeah, you're right. You are definitely right. But you all are well, y'all won the AFC East, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now y'all favorite at least to get to the Super Bowl this year. Talk about that pressure, man. That pressure, going at your worst critics, or do you keep your ears closed to that and then just focus on the task at hand? Because whether you focus on it or not, it's out there, especially for the Bills. Y'all got the reputation, obviously before you played 4 years in a row, the Bills couldn't get the ring. but now y'all kind of back on that level to get into the, deep into the playoffs, maybe the AFC Championship. Like, how do you prepare for that?
You know what? There's no pressure from expectations from the outside, because I have higher expectations for myself than anybody else has for me. And it's always been that way in my life. I've been told all about I've been told about all the things that I wasn't going to do or what I couldn't do my entire life. So, I don't no one will ever say anything that's not something I've already said to myself at this point. No one thought I was going to be able to probably do what I'm doing in Buffalo, but I feel like I've known it since I got into the league. You know what I mean? It was just opportunity and getting that chance, and being in a system where I'm one of the priorities because it fits my skill set. You know what I mean? So, and it's crazy that I had to wait 7 years to get that. I'm in year 10, and I feel like I just started because of doing in Dallas.
Well, you have a question from the audience. Males on MIC wants to know: would you ever battle rap against another player?
I wouldn't. I'm not like a battle rap dude where I could just go live and rap battle somebody, but to do it over a track, like if someone wrote some stuff and then I get a chance to respond, I would do it.
Yeah. Well, I have a question about that. You talked about the pressure from just playing the game, but when you announced that, hey, I'm gonna be a rapper too and play football, what kind of support did you get from the locker room or your peers? Were they like, all right, we got your back, question. Or did you get a lot of?
No, they you know what, they had heard me already before I even decided. Teammates that I was close with, they knew that I rapped and knew that I played around with it a little bit. So they also, everybody got behind it on my first one when I put it out, and so they support it. But look, I'm not dumb, you know what I mean? So I know some people are just gonna kind of tell me what I want to hear at times,
right?
And I told Faz yeah, they maybe thought I could rap or whatever, and they liked it a little bit, but nobody was. It's not like people are driving around bumping me in their car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I heard your first one. It was hot, and it was another one that I heard. I don't know if I can talk about it.
No, but I get what he's saying, because.
But it was.
We've been there.
I'm self-aware, and I know what's good and what's not. You know what I mean? So really, with where I am now, it's almost like I'm embarrassed to even listen to what I did on my first album. Just because the time that I've had to progress and how much better I've gotten since then. And I definitely couldn't sing before, you know what I mean? But just time on task, I'm in here. I learned how to manipulate vocals now, and I kind of taught myself just working at it. You know what I mean? So, I'm not like freaking Genuine or anything, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're better than Genuine.
Genuine was my shit growing up now.
And that's what really amazes me about Cole is that, definitely his football career is number one, and he's been doing it for a long time. That takes up a lot of his time. Plus, he has a family with little kids, and so he has a lot going on. So
I just got them to bed, man.
Yeah, man.
You just got what?
9
I
o'clock.
just got
out
to
there.
bed. That's why I was late. I just got to bed.
Yeah,
It's
but
almost 10 o'clock out there.
I'm still just flabbergasted. When does he have the time in between all of that to still become so good at rapping? And like I say, he gets better and better and better and better and better and better. And so when I look at that work ethic and with all the other stuff going on, if he was only just doing just the music, it'd already be gone. Already make it out there. And what we all know that
Fast putting pressure on me now. Look at him. I ain't got no choice but to blow up fast.
Yeah, I push hard, man. But I just really truly believe, and I've said this several times, that I truly believe that we will break the barrier of athlete going from what he does now to a successful artist just as big as anybody that's out there. So it hasn't been done. If you want to count Shaq, you can count it, but it's not been done. And I believe that we can do it, and we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we were stumped yesterday because me and Bink, we was trying to go down the list of like, okay, who are the other athletes that became artists that really did it nicely? Yeah. And Shaq was the only one we could come up with.
Right. Him,
Master P.
On the
Master P.
Yeah, Master P.
Well, I guess Master P went the opposite way. He went from
Master P went the opposite way. We gotta bring up Wayman Tisdale for all the jazz people. Wayman Tisdale played I think 12 years in the NBA, but he was a very successful guitarist. He had a couple of jazz albums. Mm-hmm. But then we talk about the people who tried and it really didn't stick. Let's talk Allen Iverson's album. Remember that? Let's talk Kobe Bryant's album. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Let's talk Chris Webber's album. Remember that?
I remember that. I didn't know that.
Chris Webber was signed to Universal, I think. But these three athletes tried it and it didn't work. Now, in present day, Damian Lillard for the Portland Trailblazers, he could actually rap.
I like that.
Now, he ain't really had nothing on the, in the mainstream, at least, in this region, but I've heard some of his stuff. Remember him and Shaq was going at it? Shaq was going at it.
I like Arian Foster too, though.
Arian Foster, who he play for?
Arian Foster, he was a running back for the Texans for a while.
There you go. Okay. Number 23, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
But none of them had Fast Nation. See, you name all.
Yeah, and none of those acts have ever charted. Like our first run, even though it might have been our first run, we still charted Billboard, and I don't think any of those other acts have been able to try. And we were now top 10 on the iTunes hip hop charts, number 7 in front of like a lot of major acts, and so numbers don't lie. On our first run, I think we did a hell of a job. We charted, and that's a big thing. I don't think any other athletes have done that.
Right. Nice.
So outside,
go ahead, Shani.
So outside of your talent, because you have talent, you definitely have talent. What else is it that you think you need to just give you that extra push to go all the way to the top with your artistry, your rap career?
I still feel like I'm figuring out who I am as an artist and what I want to be and how. I mean, I don't know, like all these things come into play and make you think you have to be a certain way almost because of how everything else sounds. And I'm trying not to do that. I want to, because that's not how you separate yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be myself, but I don't know. I just, how I put things and how I write it matters to me. And like, because I don't want to just be like a dude that goes in and out. You know what I mean? I want to be, and I'm not going to put 1,000 albums out a week. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to release singles. I still listen to full albums. Like that's how I like listening to music. I don't like listening to singles. So the artists that always put together like complete albums, conceptually, like J. Cole or Kendrick or, I don't know. I like conceptual albums that give a different perspective or tell you a story, or like I can take something from it. You know what I mean? So it's really that, being more creative with how I write things. And so I've been fascinated. I've been writing like every day in the off season, whether it's good or not. I just write just to get better at it, just to practice it. So that's what I've been doing more than anything. And just figuring out, different clever ways to write a song about something, but don't put it just so like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Almost like paint it instead of tell you. Like draw the picture instead of just say like, I don't know. Instead
of being direct.
Yeah.
Be more metaphoric.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know, so many better ways to convey things. And I don't know, it's almost like a poet a little bit more so than just making something for people to kind of dance to or like there's a time and place for like mood music like that where you just want to turn up or whatever, but it's hard for me to just make a song like that. You know what I mean? If I'm like, unless I'm just in that mode, you know what I mean? Because everything that I do is so like off emotion and kind of an experience that I had, you know what I mean, to make that song.
That's dope. Now, before we let you go, big bro, I got this question. I gotta ask you.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Dude,
here we
you
go.
know what?
I feel like
Chloe, do you have another question? Does anybody else have another question?
I got a real
Let's
question I want to
actually
ask.
ask a real question before
I got a real
we
question
that.
before you get to that
And
crazy.
Cole,
Hold
you
on.
think of your next question because
Don't mess me and Cole Beasley moment
Listen.
up. We have a moment
Oh
scheduled.
my God! Oh my God!
Go ahead, Action. Go ahead.
No, I just want to know: have you done any live performances yet? You guys are have you been in front of a crowd doing your stuff yet?
That's a great question.
I have not. Me and Fast talk about this all the time, and part of, I don't know, I'm so new to something right now. Like I'm so new to this, actually doing it for real. I mean, I've done it just kind of by myself, but I've never done it for anybody else until that moment when I put out my first album, right? So, you know, football is easy for me. I've done it my whole life. So when there's a bunch of people there, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Because I'm literally doing something I've done over 1 million times. So it's easy. Like I don't think about the people. It doesn't, my confidence is through the roof. I got to build that in rap. Like before I even want to think about that. And also I just started kind of stepping into that because we did our first visual that was the first time I've ever done a music video. For sometimes I just did that.
Nice.
And I told him, like, as we shot it, I felt more comfortable as we got to the end of it. But I was just like, man, the next video we do will be 1,000 times better than this one. And then the next video we do after that will be 1,000 times better than this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like there's these steps I got to take for myself mentally before I get to that. And also touring for me, I'll talk to Faz about this too. I mean, I've done enough traveling as it is, just with football and being away from my kids.
I know that's right.
So I don't know if I'll ever tour. I may do a show maybe here and there at some point, but I won't ever tour just because football's already taken so much time from my family. I wouldn't feel right doing something that takes me from them again after that's over. When I don't
100% feel that.
When I don't really need to.
Yeah.
Dude, I rap because I'm competitive as hell and I love to do it, and I do it for I guess to me the competition is what drives me. It's not. I mean I got money. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't need money.
He said I got money. I'm rich.
Well, I'm
Peasants.
just. I mean, I'm not doing it for a job. Like,
it's not an employment. It's not an employment change.
No, but look, I've heard.
No, we get it, dog. You got that bread. We get it. I understand.
I've heard people say like, because of that, I won't be as hungry as the next artist who, like who has to do it to eat.
Right.
Yeah. But I think about it differently. I would say I'm more scary because I do it still, and I do it at I compete with it. And when I say compete, you'll hear what I mean on my next album. But like the competitive aspect of that shit drives me. And people have already told me that I wasn't gonna, like, I can't do it or I won't succeed at it.
Yeah.
And that shit, like,
yeah, I know about that
my whole life, and I've used that my whole life, and it just feeds my. I don't know. I think I like competing more than I like football or rap, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nice.
That might be scarier. That might be scarier of a dude just doing it to compete rather than a dude doing it for money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I'm a competitor too. I'm a very competitive person. I don't care. Like we could be playing hopscotch. I'm gonna beat you. You know what I mean? So,
I would lose it.
Yeah.
And if I do something, I want to be the best at it. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
So, like, I'm not just happy with making money doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that drive. Hey, go ahead, Bink.
Wait.
Yeah. Ask your nonsense.
Cole might have a question.
Yeah,
Cole, do you have a question?
Cole, you got a question?
I really want to see what he gonna say to your question.
All right,
But
thank you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The
See, look,
audience
even
says
Tam-
no.
even
The
Tamara said
Tamara
no.
says no.
I'm gonna ask my damn question. I'm
Okay.
gonna ask both of them.
How does
Yeah,
everybody?
Faz.
How does
Now,
everybody?
Faz. Now, Faz. Listen.
Yes, sir.
How he asked the question, Faz. That's all I'm saying.
He's gonna change the question. He's gonna ask it
change it up. But listen.
All right, check this out, Beasley. On a worldwide scale, when we talk about recognition of these two people, who would you say has the bigger recognition?
See, now you changed it,
He
Bink.
changed it.
It never was about recognition.
It was who has the most global impact.
That's
impact.
the other thing. That's all. I'm talking to Kobe. Thank you.
No, that's the first question.
You can't change it up. You can't change the play after the huddle, right?
Look at all the fans. Look at all the fans just telling me how great I'm doing. Cole Beasley, who is more of a recognizable person who has had the most impact on the world globally? Check me out now. Is it Barack Obama or is it Michael Jackson? Globally.
Let him answer. Be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, any impact?
The biggest impact. You say they name, it
Like, what do you
carries
mean?
so
What
much
do you
weight.
mean? What do you mean by biggest though?
I'm talking about if this person was in Timbuktu, would people be like, "Oh my God, it's Michael Jackson," or they would say,
Michael
"Oh my
Jackson.
God, it's Barack
Michael
Obama."
Jackson.
You
Michael
got
Jackson.
dog it right. Absolutely. It's not even close. Thank you.
I grew up trying to moonwalk, man.
Absolutely.
Now, see, now,
But that's your generation. We talking about globally.
no.
I don't see how anybody doesn't know who Michael Jackson is.
You got dog it right.
But I respect Cole Beasley's answer, Bink, because you asked the question wrong differently to every guest. Every time from where the question originally originated. Because the question was who had the most impact and the most influence. And Michael Jackson could not. Michael Jackson could not change the stock market with a tweet. And Barack Obama would have tweeted, "I'm selling General Motors to the Chinese." This country would have been devastated. Michael Jackson couldn't do that.
Over 105 million copies. The album.
Michael Jackson did not have the keys to the nuclear code and could kill.
I mean, but think about it.
Power in different areas.
The kids today know Barack Obama. Like, I mean, I had to teach my kids about Michael Jackson, and I had to teach them about Barack Obama because they were born. Well, one of them was born the year.
That's all right. We'll get some little kids on here, and they'll say the same thing. The other question, because I know it's getting late. You got to rock. I know it's late.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Body of work. Get best body of work. Beasley. Best body of work. Queen Latifah or Will Smith? Best body of work. What you got?
For acting?
Best body of work. That includes acting, producing, rapping, music.
I would say Will Smith.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, Will Smith ain't got a source cover. I showed you that yesterday. Will Smith ain't got a source cover, Bink. Come on. How you have influence and you can't get a source cover, Bink?
Will Smith can buy the source
cover, Bink.
Will Smith can buy the source and about 80 other magazines with it.
I respect Cole Beasley because the way you asked the question.
How do they get the music, big bro? How do they get the music, man? How do they follow you on social media, and how do they get the music?
Sometimes it's everywhere on all platforms, pretty much. Apple Music, Spotify, pretty much anywhere they have music streaming. My Twitter handle is Bees11, BEASE11, and Instagram.
Don't play too much of it because it'll cut us off. It'll cut us off. Action. It'll cut us off.
Can you tell them all the music pages?
Yeah, well, you can definitely catch it on Instagram, Cole Beasley Music. Cole Beasley.
Follow him right now. Cole Beasley.
That's on Instagram. Yeah. And also same thing on YouTube. If you want to see the videos, it's Cole Beasley Music on YouTube as well.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's when you had the short hair, huh? He was rocking the short hair there on that one.
I was. got hot. I was in Texas then. Now I'm in Buffalo, so I got a little warm.
It's cold as hell in Jersey. You have a long hand jersey.
Well, I just want to say good luck with the season, Cole, and much success, and respect to the family when you come back to Dallas, man. You play golf?
I ain't got no time for golf, man.
Come on, man. I've been trying to get fans. I've been trying to get fans on the golf course forever.
I'm definitely interested in playing. I just don't have the time either, man. It's crazy right now.
I know.
Golf, man. I got 3 kids.
I just want to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm playing football, shit.
When
you come to Dallas, though, you gotta come out at us.
The fans say, "Come back to the crib. Come back to Dallas." We hope to see you on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Fans, I know you got so much cooking in the oven. We can't wait to showcase what you got going on. Beasley, you are a friend of the podcast and Media Room 360. We appreciate you. Much love to you and your family and your kids and all that, bro. And good luck this season, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. Thank you.
This was a lot of fun.
All good.
All right, appreciate you. Hey, Faz, love, man. I'm gonna have to come by. I know where you live, man. I'm gonna have to come by the crib, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yes,
definitely.
All right, baby. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cole Beasley, setting trends, doing his thing. He said he ain't got to rap for money. He's doing it because he loves it.
Awesome. I just been hot all day.
Did Cole Beasley do something to you? Like,
no, I haven't been feeling good all day for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I just been like really, I don't know.
906. That was good, man. That was good, man. He seemed like a humble cat. And I really hope the Buffalo Bills go really far this season because, like you said, Action, they was almost there. They was a game away from going to the AFC Championship. So,
man, let me tell you something, though. I'm a fan, and I didn't want to seem like a fanboy, but I'm a fanboy because seriously, he just went straight. He just went straight crazy. But if you look at YouTube, if you YouTube some stuff for Cole Beasley. Man, dude is nice. And
did you see his freestyle on K104? I think it was a few years ago. It was really good.
No, I'm talking about football. I ain't
talking about football.
Talking
about music.
No, I'm talking about football. Like he pulled the Cowboys out of so many situations with his gameplay. And he was just nice on the field. He was Tony Romo's go-to on a lot of situations. So I mean, it's just he's nice with it. So I mean, I'm a fan of his game, period, because he got speed, man, and he's elusive and he's quick.
He's quick. That's why he stood out. He was so small, at least on the field, and he was so quick. Yeah, definitely
fast, man. Just got speed, and so it's just like I said, I'm a fanboy, but I didn't want to come off that way. But it was like he's got some skills and. And if he's like he says he is as competing on the football field with the rap game, man, he's going to do some damage if he gets the opportunity. He really is.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, T. Big Bink set that up. Thanks.
Hey, Glenda. Steve Largent. Yeah, you're right, Billy. He said,
Big. He was.
Steve Largent. Now, he used to play for the Seahawks. Steve Largent was like one of the coldest white boy receivers ever. So
get open anytime.
Yeah. He got a little bit more to do before we put him on Steve Largent level. However, he is definitely a go-to receiver. And he do his thing in Buffalo too. I think he got the same number too. I think he's number 11 in Buffalo too.
Well, because the thing is though, like this year, like he said though, they're gonna key in on him. You know what I mean? It's like he's gonna be a target. So it's going to give him opportunities. And like he usually was like more like an outlet, not a target. He was like that person that, okay, I can't find nobody else. Let me get it to Bees. I know he's going to do something. I'm sure he had plays called for him though too. But at the same time, he was more, he won that star person though, because they had other receivers. But
yeah, they got Stephon Diggs, and I forget the other dude. But yeah, Beasley be right there this season. So
yeah, so he's gonna be good.
Yeah,
last
Kathy.
little
No, we
bit.
didn't see I didn't see any comments. Only one that I saw from you was I didn't see any of your comments.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't
This
see
is the
it.
I guess
first
your
one that I
phone.
saw.
I guess your phone
Yeah.
was froze. But man, we sure appreciate y'all though. Tomorrow
Yes.
on the show, we got another surprise.
We do.
They're like, what?
Yeah, we do.
It's always a surprise on the break room, baby.
Look, Bink's surprise could be that he gonna have a bag of chips that he eating out of.
That's what that is. And I'm gonna clean my teeth on the show. How about that?
That's not a surprise.
all my team braces, like I'm really struggling. Like Sherry, you don't understand. I'm really struggling with these braces. Like it really, 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 really hurts. And
do you take anything?
No, I ain't never been the medicine type dude. I just load up on that wax and I sleep very well at night because the wax kind of breaks off the wires and all that stuff. And every time I talk, it goes in there. So
you ain't got to be cocaine cowboy to take some Advil, my brother.
Yeah.
Are you in the beginning stages or towards
at the bottom? I am. They just put these in last week.
Yeah, take some. These
been in for like 8 weeks, but these at the bottom.
It gets worse at the end. I'm just gonna let you know.
Really?
Yeah. Way to rain some sunshine on his rainy day.
I'm sorry.
Seem like it'll be easier at the end. But you know what? I feel them moving, especially the top. I feel them moving because I bit down. It was like little wiggly, piggly, wiggly. I'm like, wait a minute.
See, you would have went with that narrative. Like it's gonna get easier because as long as I have more, but Coy just messed that up.
Now it get easier along the way, but once that last month or two, that's when it gets hard.
Man, hold up. Well, I'm gonna stay on top of it because that's my goal to have some straight teeth so I can do some movies and do some commercials.
And get some Advil, man, or some Aleve. That's all you need.
Because 2 years from now, Media Room gonna be so big, we're gonna have our own video line, and I'm gonna be the face of it.
Oh, I got a surprise for y'all.
That's what that is.
Like in 2 weeks.
Right, see, from Aldi. Get it from Aldi.
Countdown 2 weeks.
I can't wait for Aldi.
Coy, when will you be in town?
June 11th.
Okay, so I'll do
That's
it.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, I'll let y'all know.
That's
y'all gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be like, what? This what the media room doing?
Will Smith coming. 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 I can't even talk.
Oh my gosh.
We gonna get a deal with Aldi. Watch. I'm gonna be the spokesperson for Aldi.
What's wrong with your microphone?
Yeah, I've never shopped.
Crunchy.
I've never shopped at Aldi.
It was just. It was a.
I lost the cord. I need to have a talk with myself. Aldi, you can go to Aldi's with $30 and eat for a month. Absolutely.
Okay, well,
it's
time to
about
go.
That tomorrow. Yep. Time to go. Love y'all. Have a great day. And peace and braces.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Hit 'em in the break room. What you doing? Hey, what we doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room.